Hey guys, it's Nero again. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys a game of Domination on Summit. This isn't the usual Domination, this isn't usually Ground War, which we all the time we play Ground War. This is actually Express Domination. As you guys see, I was using the Rapid Fire Spectre, but I quickly switched out to the UZI Extended Mag right before the game starts. Now when I look back at this game when I was recording it and going through, I'm like, okay, what should I use for this game? What should I do with this game? Because this is a very good game with the UZI. It kind of got me to thinking, you know, what would you consider overpowered in Black Ops? Now I understand there's already certain set guns that everyone considers overpowered. But when you actually look at some of the benefits of using the Uzi, I think this gun could be considered overpowered if you really think about it. Now we're going to explore kind of a couple things about the Uzi here, things I think can make it a really good, a tier 1 submachine gun, not just, you know, the bottom of the list gun that nobody ever wants to use because it's so terrible. When you can actually use this as a submachine gun consistently, even in competitive play, not say maybe game battles, but let's say a competitive game of Domination, competitive game of Headquarters, this gun can actually, you can actually do pretty well with it. Now for one, you gotta look at your attachments. You gotta look at the attachments and the perks, and there's actually a set perk set. Hold on, I'm going to go on a little rampage right here. Gonna get two right there, one with the claymore. Get him down. Triple kill. And get his buddy. We got Rolling Thunder already. And I think I go, yep, I go down. Now this game real quick to cover on kill streaks, I'm not using the chopper gun, I'm not using dogs, I'm not even using Blackbird for that matter. I think I'm going UAV, Napalm, and Rolling Thunder. So that's why I think makes this actually a better game, the fact that I get so many kills with Uzi and a lot of them are just straight gun on gun. Now when it comes to submachine guns, there's actually a set perk list that I use. Now most submachine guns, with the exception of the AK-74U and the MP5K, have rather high fire rates. Their fire rates are pretty big and you're kind of burning through ammo a lot, but for on this MP5K and the 74U, they don't shoot as fast and they have high damage. That way they're pretty decent submachine guns, right? So those guns you can basically use whatever first perk you want. I mean, most submachine guns I use the scavenger perk on, because for one, I burn through ammo. You take all your rapid fire Spectre, rapid fire MPL, you're going to get maybe 2, 3, 4 kills and you're going to be completely out of ammo running around with your pistols trying to find stuff. So when I use submachine guns, especially like the Uzi or the Spectre, or let's say the Caparis, or maybe even, you know, even the Scorpion. I use the Scorpion a lot. Those guns burn through ammo, so when using a submachine gun, you're kind of forced to use scavenger, unless you're using the MPL with like dual mag or a submachine gun with dual mag, but not every submachine gun has the dual mag capabilities, kind of the way most of the assault rifles do. So obviously scavenger is going to be a good pick for your submachine guns. Sleight of hand, if you're constantly burning through ammo, especially with the Uzi here, you need sleight of hand. You're going to be spraying people down, you're going to be reloading quickly, you're going to be picking up ammo. I mean, it's a great way to keep yourself moving, keep yourself rushing, keep yourself in the fight. And obviously Marathon, great third perk. I mean, I use that for everything. I use it in Surge. I don't use Ninja really hardly at all. After getting Marathon Pro, if you guys can experience the benefits of Marathon Pro, you'll never ever want to go back to Ninja, because you can just make your way across the map in a matter of time. Look at this, I'm just sprinting all the way up to their swamp. And if you can keep rushing consistently, and you're constantly up in the enemy space, then chances are that's gonna completely just throw their game off. They're gonna be playing a different way. They're gonna be worried, okay, where's that kid with the Uzi? It's always running through our spawn. Where's this person at? You know, it's a great way to help out your team by getting in the other team's face and definitely changing up the game, making the game faster, making the other team sketchy. It's a great way to play. And then when you look at attachments on the Uzi, for one, your optic sights, you know, your red dot, your reflex, or even ACOG, which is no point using. People use it to mess around, but other than that, it's worthless. You look at extended mag, is basically the only attachment that's worth using on the mini Uzi. Now, when you look at the extended mag, it's a 48 round magazine rather than, let's say, extended mags on the MP5K or extended mags on the 74U. They're both a 45 round magazine. Then you look at the Uzi, it's a 48 round magazine. So you have a bigger clip. It's not a big deal, you know, it's 3 extra bullets. But when you look at the high fire rate of the Uzi and the hip fire capabilities of the Uzi, it's actually a great gun. Now the iron sights are ugly. I mean, we'll admit it, I'll admit it, I love the Uzi, but the iron sights are ugly. And the reason the iron sights are ugly is because in Call of Duty 4 and in Modern Warfare 2, both the Infinity Ward brands of Call of Duty, they make you look through the top iron sight. If you look at it, we got away from me, right there, the top part of the iron sight is what you look through. It usually gives you like this little 3-pronged iron sight up at the top, and it's actually very easy to look through, and that's why a lot of people loved the mini Uzi in like Modern Warfare 2, or even to an extent Call of Duty 4, not as much because there's more recoil. But in this game, they have you looking through the back iron sight, so it's kind of like looking through a midget's asshole, like Plain Truth would say. It's kind of hard to look through. But if you get used to it, you know, you never want to pull up your sights with a mini Uzi when you're in like in like a medium range situation. Any kind of close range to like a medium range situation, you can probably hip fire pretty decently. You don't need steady aim for that. Like, oh, if I'm hip firing, I need steady aim. People don't understand that hip fire in Black Ops is actually really good. I mean, look at me. I never aim with this thing. And yeah, I can still go out and I can still do work. I mean, you don't need, right here, another hip fire, and I'm going to finally pull up my scope on him, and right there's a nice little triple kill. I mean, knowing what the Uzi is, like knowing when to pull up your sights, when not to pull up your sights, knowing what fights you can win, what fights you can't win, that's what makes this gun fun for me. It's actually a challenge to use. Now, I've actually been thinking a lot about submachine guns versus assault rifles, and if you look at it, like, assault rifles could basically outgun any submachine gun like any situation. So people like me who have an above average amount of playtime in Call of Duty Black Ops, I like to challenge myself by using not so good guns. I mean, lately I'm running around with the Uzi and I've been running around with the Scorpion. I just hit 2,000 career kills with the Spaz. I just hit like 1,000 career kills with the Olympia. I like to do guns like that to challenge myself, and yeah, I'm still holding about 225 KD and, you know, still maintaining almost a 5-1 loss ratio because I play with friends and I know when to use these crappy classes. And, you know, let's say we're facing a group of tryhards, you know, and they're all amazingly good. You know, I'm not going to be running around with Uzi the whole time. I'll maybe pull out, let's say, an MP5K. I mean, I still like to play the submachine gun, but I still like to play to my strengths. And, you know, the Uzi is a gun that you want to work with. It's not something you're going to go you're not going to, you know, like right now, right after this video, you're not going to get on Black Ops, and you're like, okay, here's my Uzi class, Scavenger, Slave Hand, Marathon, just like Nero said. Let's put extended mag on there. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go get a 57 kill game in Dom like Nero just did. It's not going to happen. You need to actually go out there and you need to practice this gun. That's why people don't use this gun that often. They don't use any crappy guns. You know, people, like, you run the 15th Prestiges and let's say they have 70,000 kills and 25,000 of them are with Famas and then another 10,000 with the AUG. You know, these people don't explore the game. And that's why you find people consistently, like on YouTube or even, you know, even your friends you play with all the time on the online there. You know, they're saying, oh, I'm bored of this game, it's the same shit every time. It's like, dude, use a different gun. I mean, run a different route, do something. That's why Call of Duty is fun to me. Call of Duty is fun to me because I'm taking different routes all the time. I'm using different guns, I'm exploring, and something different every game. I'm using different perks every game. The other team's using different perks every game. People are like, oh, it's all Ghost Galil. No, it's not. People really don't only use that. A few people use it consistently, but not everyone's like that. Call of Duty is fun to me because it's something different every game. And that's what keeps me playing it. And when sooner people realize that, and sooner people realize you're not good if you only use, you know, Ghost Galil or Famas Red Dot, and that if you want to challenge yourself or really prove to yourself, you know, you're good at doing, and you're good at something you spend an extended period of time with. Let's say, you know, you play Call of Duty 3, 4, 5 hours a day. You know, if you're only using one class and acting, you know, you think you're this amazing player, try using this. Try using, you know, a lower tier submachine gun, or start using a submachine gun, period. I mean, you look at the kill feed, except when SB plays, it's mainly assault rifles. I mean, SB, the main assault rifle we use is the AK-47, because we all have the nostalgic Call of Duty 4 AK-47 still in us, and we love using it. But other than that, we use shotguns a lot. We use submachine guns a lot. SB Voodoo especially. His two top guns are submachine guns, and that's a very rare find. If you look at most of the combat records for generally anybody on Call of Duty Black Ops, I mean, it's very hard to find someone that has that many submachine gun kills. I made an account for game battles just because I wanted to play game battles, and my Nero account was linked to my old GB account. And on that, my top gun's a stakeout. I mean, I don't have fun using the same stuff. So when people try something different, you know, you try something different, the game's gonna become fresh again for you. When you first start playing Black Ops, you're having fun, you're trying all these new guns and whatnot, but now we're farther in the game, you're only using the same guns. Try something new, guys. You guys will have fun. There's a final score of 57-9 with the mini Uzi, with, not the mini Uzi, but rather the Uzi, just a plain Uzi, with no chopper bear, no dogs, no Blackbird. I hope it made you guys think a little bit with that commentary. I definitely think you guys should try something new, try something fun. You guys will definitely get your money's worth for Black Ops. Have a great day.